Welcome back Pokefans to part 9 of my Pokemon Scarlet gameplay. Last episode we went ahead and defeated the Stone Cliff Titan Pokemon as well as got our first gym badge in Artisan City. It was pretty exciting and I personally enjoyed the gym challenge as well. This episode will finally leave Artisan City and move on forward to the next area. As per our map, we do have the fire crew in between. So we do have a chance to go ahead and battle them. And probably try to defeat their leader, Mela as well. So pretty interesting. Here they are. And that is gonna be my next destination. But before we go to the fire crew, I definitely want to go ahead and explore a bit more. So I think we'll go ahead and complete all the exploration in today's episode. And then move on to the fire crew after that. Alright, here we have a newer route, which means we definitely will have a couple of newer Pokemon. As far as I have been running, I did find Stainy as well as Tauros over here, which I did go ahead and catch. There are a couple of other Pokemons that will actually spawn. Some of them are quite rare. So if we do find newer Pokemons, we can definitely go ahead and catch them in today's episode. So here we are. This is gonna be the map, and as you can see, it is quite a huge area. We do have a couple of Terra Raid dens as well, which is pretty cool, but I definitely do have to check it out. Alright, we do have Teddiursa and the other Pokemons which we have actually caught before. They are probably gonna be a bit common in these areas, so I do have to look out. As for the route itself, it is quite small, and if you do just walk down the path, you'll be able to quickly make your way to the fire crew. But as you might know me, I love to explore, so I will look around, and if we do have some trainers, definitely I'll go ahead and battle them as well. But if we do have newer Pokemons coming, I would really love to actually catch them. In the last episode, I did add a new team member, which is Tinkertink right here. And I'll probably be focusing on leveling it up a bit more in this episode, since it's the lowest level Pokemon I currently have. But of course, if we do find some other really good Pokemons, I'll definitely go ahead and catch them. Alright, here we have our very first trainer for the day, and they do have a Marini, which is pretty cool. But of course, I am trying to use my Tinkertink right here. Maybe I do have to be a bit careful. Alright, I guess Metal Claw isn't the way to go, so I'll try using Covet, which does do a bit more damage. But since my Pokemon is quite lower level, or probably much closer to his Pokemon's level, it will take a couple of turns to actually take it down. Now regarding the team members, I definitely do not have a water type Pokemon, and I have been actually trying to find a better water type Pokemon to actually add to my team. I can of course add the Wiglet that I actually caught before, but I just wanted to go ahead and look out if there are any other Pokemons in the upcoming routes before I add it to my team. So if you guys have any suggestions for a really good water type Pokemon, just let me know and I'll go ahead and add it to my team. I also want to make sure that it is a Pokemon that I can easily evolve as well. There are a couple of Pokemons that I have heard which do require you to kind of either go into your friend's game or have someone invited into your game through the union battle or the union room and then actually evolve it. That might be a bit tougher for me, so I definitely won't be going for those Pokemons. But if you have a water type Pokemon which is pretty good and does evolve by just leveling up or by any evolution stones, just let me know and I'll try and use it in my team. Over here I did find this Kiploom, which is one of the Pokemon I have yet to actually catch. I haven't really tried evolving my Hoppip, which would have also been pretty easier. But since we do find these Pokemons in the wild, I'll quickly go ahead and catch it. Okay, that's pretty good. I have been trying to complete my Pokédex, which you might have seen me mention before. But I think it will be a bit trickier if we have to find the version exclusives. As far as I've heard, I think there are around 23 to 30 Pokemons which are version exclusive. So definitely I do have to try and use the surprise trade that we have available in the Poké Portal, or try to actually catch them to the raid battle. Probably that's the only way I could actually get them, or else I do have to try playing my Violet version of the game and then try to transfer them to Pokemon Home. So I do have to check out how that's gonna go. We still have the starter Pokemons as well to catch, and I don't know how to get them. I'm pretty sure we won't be able to find them in the wild, so probably I do have to use Pokemon Home in order to get some of them, unless I do get them through the surprise trade. Either way, we did have another trainer which we were easily able to defeat, and we are coming up to another Pokemon Center right here. So this is pretty good. Even though it is quite close to the city itself, I really like that they have kept a Pokemon Center right outside the fire crew. So just in case you want to heal up your team members, you can just come here and heal them up before you enter their territory. Before we battle the fire crew, I want to talk to this NPC right here to check how many trainers we have. So according to him, we have defeated 3 trainers in this area, and apparently there are 5 of them. Now you might have seen me only defeat 2 of them. That's because one of them is actually on top of a hill. This is right next to the Artisan City, and I have already gone ahead and defeated her. So she is the 3rd person. I believe there are 2 more other trainers left. So let's look around this small region right here, or the small area right here, to see if we can actually find the other 2 trainers and get the special gift or special prize from this person. Other than that, I believe there are a couple of Pokemons that we can actually find in this area which I have yet to encounter. Probably some of them are gonna be a bit more rare, but I think we can still find them. Now, if you do have the Nintendo Online membership, definitely an easier way to find all the Pokemons for your Pokédex is probably by going ahead and searching them through the raid battle option in the Poké Portal. I feel like I have found so many other Pokemons that I would have never found otherwise at the beginning of the game without the raid battles. Although it is a bit tougher, considering sometimes the raid battle does say connection error and you might not be able to get into a certain battle. But if you do have a really good internet, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to go ahead and challenge the raid Pokemons and try to catch them. There is also an option of surprise trade, and if you have a certain Pokemon that you don't really want, and you can probably try surprise trading it, and you might be lucky and get a Pokemon that you have yet to actually encounter, which will actually help you fill your Pokédex much faster. So personally, I feel like surprise trade is the way to go for me. I have yet to try it in this game, but I have tried it before in Sword and Shield games, and it was so easier for me to actually fill the Pokédex with that. But of course, you do have to be a bit careful. You might get repeated Pokemon sometimes in the surprise trade. So I would definitely recommend you guys to go ahead and do it a couple of times. Sometimes if you get lucky, you get some starter Pokemons as well, which is pretty cool. So definitely it is a way to try and fill your Pokédex. Other than that, we do have this trainer right here who is actually using a Zangoose, and we haven't yet encountered it. As far as I've seen in the Pokédex, I think Zangoose will be available in the Southern Province. Southern Province is the area which is right next to the Poco Path, the other side of the cliff that we weren't really able to climb before. So once we go there, we'll definitely be able to find more of Zangoose and some other Pokemons. I have been planning to go over there, But currently the path that we are taking means that probably I'll not go to the southern province anytime soon. According to the map, there is nothing in southern province. I have just checked it. There is no gym, no Titan Pokemon, neither are there any Team Star members. So it's probably gonna be a open area just left for exploring. So if you would like to explore a bit more, definitely southern province is a really good area. It does have a couple of Pokemons that you'll not be able to find anywhere else. I know that it has some really good Pokemons such as Larvitar, there is Swablu, there is Zangoose, and I think you'll also be able to find Slakoth over there, which is pretty rare, but if you have some good luck or if the game really spawns it on that day, you probably will find one over there as well. Couple good Pokemons as far as I've seen through the Pokédex, and there is a Pokemon Center over there as well, so you can definitely go there to heal your team members. Worth the while. I think it's really good. I haven't really explored it in this game currently, but I have been planning to actually explore the southern province. Probably I'll go there once I get some time on my own before I record it, and I'll definitely let you guys know which Pokemons I was able to catch from there, and you can probably go back over there to get them. The easier way to go to the southern province is through a small bridge, which we did find in the eastern province area 5. So you will be able to easily cross over the bridge and go to that smaller area over there to explore. Definitely worth your time. Now coming back to this area, as you can see, I was actually pretty lucky to find a Cyclizar. Cyclizar is a very rare Pokemon in this game, and you will be able to sometimes find it just running around, just like how I did. This is the only time I was able to actually encounter one, and trust me, I have gone through this area a lot in between and I wasn't able to find another Cyclizar. So this Pokemon is pretty rare. If you do find it, go ahead, save your game, and I would recommend you guys to go ahead and catch it, because you never know when you'll be able to encounter it again. The same thing goes for Slakoth as well. It will be encountered on a tree, and all you have to do is use your Koraidon to dash at that tree and make it fall down to encounter it. If you do find a Slakoth, do not miss it. Trust me, it's very rare in this game, and just go ahead and catch it. Over here, I'm actually trying to catch this one. I really do not want to miss it. I'm being a bit more careful as well, just to make sure that I don't knock it down accidentally. And now that we have it at a pretty good health, let's see if we can catch it. And we do. Alright, so that was pretty lucky. Anyway, let's continue with the exploration and see if we find any other newer Pokemons. Now that we have the Cyclizar, it seems like my Tinkertink right here is actually learning Brutal Swing, which is a really good move. I'll go ahead and teach it that move as well. Cyclizar is also a dragon and normal type, which is pretty amazing. Sadly, it doesn't evolve in this game, so if you are using it, it will never evolve. Other than that, luckily for me, Tinkertink right here is also evolving. Alright, it actually evolved into a Tinkertuff. Pretty cool. I'm pretty sure Tinkertuff has another evolution as well, but it's not gonna be anytime soon, so that's pretty fine. Here we do have another trainer, but before I talk to him, I just wanted to explore the shore. I believe this is the first time we're actually exploring a seashore, and we definitely will have a couple of water type Pokemons to actually catch. The first one is Pincurchin right here, who is, I believe, a electric type Pokemon, and I actually haven't yet caught this, so I'm just trying to catch it right here. I do have Charcadet up in front, and as you might remember, Charcadet is having a unique evolution of its own, and you do need to have a couple of items to actually evolve it. I don't think I'll be able to evolve it anytime soon. Probably around level 40. If I do reach that other town, I'll definitely go ahead and evolve it. I mean, we can definitely go over there right away, but If I do go over there, all of a sudden I'll skip a lot of these events, which I definitely do not want to do. So we'll take our time on evolving it. I did quickly go ahead and heal up right here, just to make sure that I am ready for any more Pokemons that are coming up. Pretty sure that we have a couple new Pokemons around here. As you can see, all of these items that I'm using right here, none of them I have bought from the Pokemon Center. Everything in my bag is from picking up the items around this game, which is pretty amazing. Definitely I am really happy about it because this means I can go ahead and spend my Pokemon money just on the Pokeballs, Great Balls and Ultra Balls. Really happy about that. Other than that, we do have a Sandygast right here. Pretty cool. Again, another Pokemon that I didn't really have. So I went ahead and caught this one as well. It seems like Tinkertuff is definitely leveling up today. And probably it will level up to the same level as the other team members by the end of this episode. Let me look around and see if we have any other Pokemons left. Over here, at first I thought that you'll only be able to find fruits or berries on these sparkling items on the ground, but apparently not. You can actually find potions, Pokeballs, healing items. In these cases, some of the items that Pokemons will actually drop when you battle them, those are available as well. So these things are actually respawnable. If you want to stock up on items, just run around an area, pick up all the sparkling items that you can find, and you'll be good to go for the rest of the journey. Right here, I was able to encounter a Crabrawler and was able to catch it as well. That is pretty good. Another new Pokemon added to our Pokédex. Running around for a bit more, I found a Slowpoke. Again, I will try and catch this one. Luckily, I do have Brutal Swing on Tinkertuff right here. Should be pretty easy to catch this Slowpoke. Personally, I actually really like the design for Tinkertuff. It is pretty unique and definitely a really good Pokemon, and I'm really glad that I was able to actually find it over there and add it to my team. The only Pokemon left is probably a fighting type Pokemon or a water type Pokemon. So let's see which one we find first. The best Pokemon I find, I'll go ahead and add it to my team. I was also quite lucky to find this Gyarados right here, who is a rare spawn for these ocean areas. So if you find one, go ahead and try to catch it. In this case, I would actually recommend you guys to save your game once more. Just like the Cyclizar, I think this one's a bit more or a bit less rarer, but still it is a rare Pokemon. If you don't want to train up your Magikarp and evolve it into a Gyarados, this is another easy way to try and catch it. I did switch into Kilowattrel, but I was afraid that Spark might actually kill it, so I did decide going to Pluck. Pluck definitely did a really good damage range. I'm actually trying to catch it, but as you can see, the Gyarados is definitely giving me some trouble. Let me try that one once more. I don't think Pokeball will work on this Gyarados, but you can always try. They decide to go to a Great Ball, and of course that doesn't work either. Okay, now I am a bit concerned. I'm afraid that maybe I will lose all my team members before I can actually catch it. Let me try this one again, and this time I actually decided to use a Nest Ball. Now this did have a more chance of catching it, but I was quite unlucky. Thankfully, my Cloudzyre actually has the ability Water Absorbs, so that was pretty lucky over there. And in the very next turn, I was able to catch Gyarados. Even though that was a bit tougher, it was well worth catching it since it did complete my Pokédex. Since we have explored this beach, I think it's time for me to go ahead and go back to the land and run around once more, hoping that new Pokémons will actually spawn. Okay, I actually forgot to mention this, but if you do see a couple of Tauros actually spawning, keep away from them. Trust me. They will try to run at you and constantly get you into different battles, and it's quite difficult to run away from them as well. And personally, I think I started hating Tauros because of it. It seriously is quite an issue because they are quite common in the upcoming areas, and I'm so afraid that they'll actually spawn right in front of me and I will have so much of an issue getting out of them. As you can see right here, I can see a Tauros actually standing, and I'm so afraid that I'll encounter one. Yup, they are everywhere. They're all around me, and I am just so worried that I won't be able to run away. Let me run, and this time I was able to encounter another new Pokemon, which is Dreadnought. The Pokemon I caught before was actually a Magnemite, which is pretty cool. It is a newer Pokemon that can only spawn here, so I was able to actually catch it. This Dreadnought though is a bit of a challenge as it is a water and rock type. Luckily I was able to, burn it, which is pretty good. At least the attack is down to half, and I will try using Cyclizar, who I did add to my team, and try to actually bring it down. I really wish Cyclizar would have had an evolution. I know that Coridon and Miraidon are the kind of older and the future version for Cyclizar, but really wish that it had an evolution in this game or some way for us to actually evolve it. Would have been pretty cool. But of course we don't get an evolution for it, so I guess it's gonna be a Cyclizar for this game. Okay, now that we have Dreadnought, I think I do have to escape from here before another Tauros or any other Pokemon encounters me. Half of the time, for some reason, my Pokemons are never able to run away. Not really sure what it is, but I really do struggle with it. Let me quickly run and look around a bit more, see if we have any other items that we have missed. I actually encountered a Pomo right here, which is the evolution of Pommy. Unlucky for me, I wasn't able to actually catch it the last time, so let me try that once more over here. I actually went for Mud Shot and it actually one-shotted the Pommy or Pomo in this case, which is pretty bad. I did try to use a heal ball. As you can see, it did not work. Really wish I had used the quick ball before, but of course that doesn't work out either. Let me try this one again. I do have Ultra Ball, and okay, for some reason Ultra Ball didn't work. I am not sure what's happening anymore. I mean, I should have at least caught it with that Ultra Ball with its health being less than half, but I guess the probability wasn't in my side in this case. That's okay, I can still try once more. I still have another Ultra Ball left. Let's hope we can catch this Pomo right here. If not, I think the only other way I would probably find is leveling up my Pommy and evolving it. Yep, I accidentally killed it, so there we go. There goes my second Pomo for some reason. If I do encounter another Pomo, I will definitely save my game and will try to catch it. That is the only thing I can say right now. The other thing is that I was actually trying to encounter a Slakoth. This is right next to the Artisan City. Have been running around for hours on end over there and still wasn't able to spawn even one of them. It was really bad. I did check my Pokédex a couple of times and it does say that you will be able to encounter a Slakoth over there. But of course, for some reason, my game was not spawning it. So that was pretty bad. I'll still try it. In case if I do get a Slakoth, I'll let you guys know. But if you guys have already caught a Slakoth in your game, let me know in the comment section where you were able to find it and I will try that for myself. Either way, here I am just running around and finding more items and seeing if I do have any other trainers left. Of course, we did battle two different trainers, but again, I am not sure if they are the two trainers that the person is actually talking about. So I definitely do want to explore this side of the area as well. Look at that, we do have another trainer. So I am not sure if the other two trainers were the ones that the person was actually talking about. Maybe this one is also included. So let me actually challenge this trainer and try to take her down. She is a dragon tamer, of course, which is pretty cool. And she has a Applin. Now that is amazing. Personally, I am a huge fan of Applin ever since it was actually released in Pokemon Shield and Sword. It is a very unique Pokemon with a unique evolution. Although I'm not really sure where you will be able to find a sweet apple or a tart apple in order to actually evolve it in this game, but let me know if you guys have already found out about that. Applin either way is a pretty cool Pokemon. Thankfully, I did have my Tinkertuff up in front and was able to actually take it down in one hit since it's a fairy type. And of course, my journey of exploration continues. Looking around, we do have another Terrorate den, so let me quickly check out which Pokemon it is. And of course, we have Tauros around, so I am terrified. I'll just run away. It is easier to not deal with it rather than just go ahead and battle it. But of course, we do have another trainer over here as well, so now I'm confused. There are way more than 5 trainers in this route, so which are the 5 trainers that person near the Pokemon Center was talking about? I really do not know. Ooh, okay, so this trainer has a new Pokemon which is called Frittles. Pretty cool. Frittle, really cool name. This Pokemon is a psychic type and you will be able to find this one in the southern province. So if you want to catch this Pokemon, that is actually pretty good. It does evolve on its own without using any items, so it is good in that way as well. So if you want to add it to your team, go back to the southern province, explore it a bit more and you will be able to find it right after the bridge. So after the bridge, you just have to go to the right side instead of the left, which takes you down a path to the sea. So if you go to the right side, we will go through the cliffs and you will be able to find it right over there with the other Pokemon such as Axew, Larvitar and Swablu. So those Pokemons are around that area and pretty good as well. The second Pokemon this trainer has is a Azumarill, which is a Pokemon we are yet to encounter. But of course, we are able to take it down with our Kilowattrel. Pretty cool. Now that this trainer is defeated, let's look around this cliff a bit more to see if we have any items to pick up, as well as the huge tower right over there to explore as well. Now, there are a couple of Pokemons that you can actually find here on the trees as well. And as far as I've seen, you can actually find a Applin in the tree. You can find Pineco's as well as Slackoth. So if you do find or if you're near any tree, look up and see if you can actually find these Pokemons. Personally, I haven't really tried that myself yet. But I did see a Pineco before, I just didn't catch it. I think I'll go ahead and look around once more after this episode to see if I can actually encounter an Applin, which is a pretty rare Pokemon over here, but you can actually find it around the trees. Other than that, I think we actually found a newer Pokemon as well, which is called Toadstool. Weird name for a tentacle looking Pokemon. Pretty cool as well on its own. And of course, we get attacked by another Tauros. Seriously, this Pokemon just hates me. It keeps following me and I'm not even able to climb that tower because of it. So I guess I'll ignore the tower for now. And it seems like we have found another trainer right here. Alright, I guess we did battle her before. Now that we have gone over there and come back, I think that Tauros got respawned, so it went away. Thank God. Or else, seriously, I feel like that Pokemon definitely seemed to have some kind of grudge. Now over here, it seems like we can't actually come directly to this platform. I guess we do have to just jump from above, which is pretty cool. We do get a rare candy up at the top as well as a gimme ghoul. You know what, since we have been defeating a couple of gimme ghouls that we have seen before, I think I'll go ahead and catch this one. I mean, just in case if we need another extra gimme ghoul to complete the Pokédex. So I'll go ahead and catch this. And now that we have caught this gimme ghoul as well, I think it's time for us to go ahead and jump down. Luckily, I was able to avoid the first hole right there and I was able to come on this platform to pick up the TM over here. And it is pretty cool. I really enjoy jumping down from these towers. As dangerous as it seems, apparently in this game you can jump down without any issue. Here I'm just trying that once more, but I actually found a gimme ghoul with a running or roaming form over there as well, so I went ahead and took the coin from it. In the map, it does indicate that we can actually find Pomo over here, but I'm not currently finding any, so I think I'll just run around a bit more. There is one small area left, other than the other areas which we have explored to look around. So let me actually go to that area and I think we can go from there. Okay, another item to pick up. There is a shining Pokemon right here. I did decide to go ahead and save my game just in case I have some issues while catching it. And I healed up my team member, went ahead and picked up these items, and I did actually go ahead and look around just to make sure there are no more Pokemons. But of course the Pokemon has vanished. This is the second time the shining Pokemons or the Terra type Pokemons available on these routes have vanished. Pretty sad for me. But I think they might respawn again, so I'll just wait for a day or two for them to actually respawn and come back over here to actually catch it. I wonder which Pokemon it is. I mean, I never even got to see that. Either way, since we are here, I will look around a bit more. I think we do have the right side beach still yet to explore, so I do have to go there. Let me go over there without getting interrupted by these Pokemons. Seriously, the encounters sometimes are quite troublesome since they do encounter right around you and it makes it so difficult to actually dodge them. But since we are in Koraidon, I am still able to dodge some of them. And as usual, I'm actively avoiding all the Tauros right here. Let me look around and couple more items to pick up. We did get quite a lot of useful items. I think I picked up a Carbos before, zinc, and this time we have picked up a protein. Pretty useful. The Terra Pokemon still didn't appear. I guess I do have to kind of wait for a day for it to reappear maybe. I'll see the next time when I turn on the game to see if it actually appears. Here we do have another trainer, which again is quite baffling considering that person only told there were 5 trainers. Maybe there are more than 5 and he just needs us to defeat 5 trainers. That might also be the case. Either way, I will defeat all of these trainers since they do give us quite a few EXP. This trainer actually has a green Squawkabilly, which is pretty unique. Again, like I said before, there are 4 colors on this Pokemon and you can actually find them around in this route itself. Some of them will be kind of in a crowd, or I guess you could probably say in a group, but some of them will be running around on their own, so definitely you'll be able to encounter all 4 colors of this Pokemon. Thankfully we were able to take it down. Let's see if this trainer has any other Pokemon. If not, we will go down to the beach in this side of the area and explore it as well. Okay, I guess that trainer only had 1 Pokemon. Pretty fine with me. Let me quickly heal up my team member and we can move on. Even though this is such a small area, I am so happy that they have given us so many trainers. These trainers will definitely help us level up our team members and make sure we are actually ready for the upcoming fire crew. I did also check the map, and as far as the trainers or gym leaders, Titan Pokemons and these crew members go, they are quite in different areas. Couple of them are quite closer to each other, and I believe that we'll be able to, battle two different Team Star crews or two different gym leaders in the same episode because of that. That would be pretty interesting. Anyway, here we have another trainer. Quite surprising. I think there are around 10 trainers in this very small area. This guy actually has a Sunflora, which is another Pokemon I do have to get for myself. I haven't yet gone ahead and evolved the Sunkern though. I think it does evolve around level 10, so it should be pretty easy. But since I have been using only my team members, I didn't really get to actually evolve it. Maybe in the future I will try and add them to my team to just evolve and complete the Pokédex. Now that we have defeated this trainer, let me run around and pick up all of the rest of the items. It seems that we are quite close to this side of the beach as well, but I am terrified of Tauros, so I am gonna be ignoring that area for now. Down here in the water, we saw another new Pokemon. Pretty cool. This one is called a Finzen. I think this is the Pokemon which requires us to actually go ahead and either go to a friend's game through the Union Room or ask them to come to our game through the Union Room and bring their own Finneason as well and level it up. I think that's how it actually evolves. Sadly, I can't do that, so I will be just catching this Pokemon. Hope that someone else will trade its evolution in the future to me, and I guess that is how it will go. But of course, if you guys are interested, I can definitely go ahead and come to your game, or you can come to my game to evolve this Pokemon. That would be pretty interesting. But you do have to make sure that this Pokemon is actually at level 38 before you can actually come or go to another person's game in order to evolve it. So quite a lot of time. It's actually around level 22 right now. But that, I think it's pretty fun. Here we do have another Terra type Pokemon, and this time it's a Toxapex. I think this is the first time we're actually seeing one, and I definitely want to actually catch it. It is quite higher in level. I mean, level 37 is definitely out there, but I want to catch it. Let's see if we can catch it. As usual, I do have my Tinkertup right here, who is up in front and should be able to do a bit of damage. Sadly, the damage is not enough. I think if I did have a Psychic type Pokemon, this would have been a bit easier. But of course, I still have my Electric type Pokemon, which is Kilovatral, and I think I can still use it. So let me switch into it and see how much damage we can actually do. Now, terrestrializing is an option, but sadly, this Pokemon has a terrestrialized type of poison, which is not gonna help us. So I'm just gonna be spamming Electro Ball, and let's hope we can actually bring this Toxapex a bit down in health and try to actually catch it. I gave Spark a try as well, but as you can see, it doesn't really do that much of a damage. I mean, I think Electro Ball definitely did more, but I do have to be a bit careful as well. At least we were able to break out its transformation, and we can at least try and catch it. Ooh, okay, so luckily we were able to catch it with the first Pokeball, which is pretty cool. We have a newer Pokemon added into our Pokédex. That was surprisingly easy and quite lucky for me as well, since I wasn't really expecting to find a Toxapex right here. But of course, we have explored this region or this area around this province, Eastern Province, Area 1. In the next episode, I think we'll go ahead and check out what the fire crew members are doing, explore the eastern province area too, and try to make our way to the city. We do have still quite a few Pokemons to catch here in area 1. For me, I think it would be Pineco, it would be Applin and Slakoth. Also Pomo in case if I do find it. So I'll try and see if I can actually find these Pokemon offline and let you guys know in the next episode if I was able to actually find them. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to support me. It does help me a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.